Hello everybody, this is HyperCool64 and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy. And yes, the audio is desynced again, and we'll go back to normal in a few minutes. Anyway, in the last episode, ladies and gentlemen, we covered everything we could in the Freeze Flame Galaxy and started off in the Dusty Dune Galaxy. And this episode, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to cover the final main star in Dusty Dune and also get the last secret star we need to get. Basically, we're finishing Dusty Dune this level. Or in this video, I mean. Some big sandcastle, and this mission can be a little bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's not that bad. It could just be a little bit annoying. But anyway, let's get to it, shall we? Also, one thing to note is that this is going to be the last episode where I'm going to be doing post-commentary. In the next episode, I will be going back to live commentary, just to let you guys know. Anyway, for this first part of the level, basically you're going to be scrolling up constantly, or more so, this sand planet, I guess, will scroll up automatically. And you have to dodge all the blocks and not get crushed, because if you get crushed by those blocks, then you die and you lose life. Got that Ultra Shroom there. So yeah, yeah, it's not that hard. But, ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to get on to what I consider the annoying part of the level. This right here is a Dusty Dune exclusive gimmick. And basically in this level, you have these switches that raise up this tower or lower the tower. The blue one raises up the tower, the red one, or more like the orange one, lowers the tower. And what you have to do in this part is collect all 5 star chips when the tower is still, you know, out of the ground. What could be a little bit annoying about this is that you might actually have to keep hitting the switches a couple times to actually get it, and it can be a little bit annoying. It's not too bad, but there are also a bunch of dry bones around, so you also gotta watch out for those guys. So it's not too bad. It can be a little bit tedious, but it's not too bad. It's just that when they use this gimmick in the secret star for this level, it can actually be pretty annoying. Like, if you see the planet in the background of this tower, that's where the secret star is. And boy, is it annoying! It's probably one of my least favorite secret stars in the entire game. I mean, when I actually go through it, it won't seem that bad, but let me tell you, the first time I played this game, I must have spent like 15 minutes on the secret star of this level. It was that bad. It was, yeah. Anyway, let's just go ahead and head on to the next planet, shall we? And the next planet is where we can actually go to the secret star, but because I forgot where the secret star was, or how to get to it, we're going to do the main star first. And then we're going to do the secret star. Basically, what we want to do here is just hit a coconut towards this plant, and then the launch star will appear. And you gotta wait until this planet inflates, I guess. There's actually another planet that appears in the later stage that does something like this as well. Why there's inflating planets in Mario, I'm not so sure. But it's a Mario game, so I shouldn't really be arguing about that. Anyway, I also kind of forgot what to do here as well. You see, there was this Pokey right. I saw this Pokey right here, and I was like, what am I supposed to do? Also, frame skip. Also, yeah, frame rate issues in this video. Just a quick warning right there. I apologize for that. But anyway, I had no idea what to do here. And then I think around here I actually figured out what I need to do. I actually figured out, oh wait, this is a puzzle. So, in this part of the level, you basically have to do some gravity manipulation. What you have to do is basically take one of these coconuts and hit it to the other planets through gravity manipulation. Which, I honestly thought this was a really cool puzzle because it really showed how the gravity worked in the game and how you can, you know, use the gravity to manipulate different things. It's too bad they didn't really use it as much, but it's nice that they actually tried it here. Anyway, hit this melon towards the Pokey, and then just stomp on his head. Which one thing I just want to point out, has anybody noticed that the Pokeys are freaking huge in this game? Like, usually when you see them in Mario, I mean, it's like, when you see them in Mario, they're usually like, I think around like 4 times taller than Mario. But in this game, they're like 20 times taller than Mario. It's, like, insane. It's, like, the size difference is impeccable. Maybe it's the fact that maybe it's an alien species. Even though it probably is from Bowser anyway. I don't know. Maybe they gave him a power star or something. Heck, Bowser did that in the next game. He used grand stars to become gigantic, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's what Bowser did. Anyway, take that warp pipe into this planet, hit this block, and... ladies and gentlemen, We're in danger! Alright, so here's how this part of the level works. Basically, this sand will keep going up. And basically what you have to do is get out of this planet as fast as you can. And it's actually not that hard. The sand actually goes slow enough that you can actually escape pretty easily. The only real big issue I have with this part is that the controls sometimes can kind of glitch up on you a little bit. Maybe due to the perspective. I will not lie, even though I really do enjoy the control in this game and how great it is, I will say that sometimes the control can glitch up on you, like that. It can kind of be a little sporadic. It's a very, very minor complaint, but I thought I'd just point that out. Wait, just hurry up here. Again, it's really not that hard unless the controls pass it on you. But yeah, not too difficult. So with us getting out of a increasingly sinking planet that was really easy to get out of, we got a regular star! And with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's get the secret star. But we've kind of already seen part of this level, so I think we need to speed this up, so let's do that. Yeah, so I decided to speed up this part because, guys, we've seen this part before, and honestly, you guys really didn't need to see it again, so I just decided to speed it up, just for kicks. And also, I love the speed up music. It makes me laugh. Well, it's not making me laugh, but I just think it's funny. Anyway, hit this wooden switch. And what you want, you hit that one switch when the sand is all the way to, when the planet is in its smallest form. Then you have to hit all these musical notes, and then a launch star will appear, which will take you to one of the most annoying secret stars in the entire game. Also, there was a little bit of pop-up in the background. I don't know if you guys saw that, but there was a little bit of pop-up. Anyway, welcome to one of the most annoying secret stars in the game. The one I was talking about earlier. So basically, here's how this works. This secret star basically uses the same gimmick that was used in the final main star of this galaxy. Only this time, you have to manipulate the bullet bills, basically, to follow you. Why do you want to do that? Well, the reason why you want to do that is because there are, whenever the tower goes up, whenever the tower comes up to the sand, as you can see, there are cages that come up, and you basically have to use the bullet bills, or manipulate the bullet bills so they hit the cages. And there are also a lot of dry bones to avoid. And let me tell you, the first time I did this, it took me quite a bit to actually get it. Oh my gosh. The first playthrough of this game, it took me forever to do the secret star. I was really terrified of this one. And it's, I don't know, it's, I'm actually trying to do a shortcut here, and it's kind of failing, and I'm also kind of getting hit. Here's what you actually have to do. What you actually have to do is, when a bullet bill comes out of the cannon, you have to have a bullet bill come out of the cannon right when you press the blue switch to have the tower go up. And then you have to have the bullet bill keep following you and following you and following you. And let me tell you, it can get a little bit annoying at times. What I'm trying to do here, and I'm kind of failing to do, is to try to manipulate the bullet bill while it's still up there, while the tower is still up there. And as you can see, it worked. If you can manipulate it just... Sorry, voice crack. If you can manipulate it just right, you should be able to get the star easily. But my first playthrough, man, it took me like 15 to 20 minutes to beat this one. It was annoying. And I actually tried to get up here, but kind of failed to. There are just some times where I try to do shortcuts and they come out amazing and I end up finishing stars faster. And there are just some times where I just keep failing and failing at these shortcuts and it makes the mission longer. So, I guess the moral of that is, do the shortcuts if you know how to do them, but if you end up failing with a shortcut multiple times, it's probably best to just finish it the regular way. Anyway, we got a regular star! And thank God that didn't take long. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, we got a Speedy Comet. This is the final star we'll be covering in Just New Galaxy until later. And because you've basically already seen this level, guys, I am going to be speeding up the video again for a majority of it. There is one part where I'm going to slow it back down to normal speed to show you one part that we actually didn't see in the main mission. So, without further ado, let's speed the video up. I don't know why I love the speedy music. It's just funny to me. It's just like ba 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 ba. It makes me laugh. I don't know why. It's hilarious. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that, folks. My dad was talking to me. But anyway, let's... Yeah, I have nothing else to say. Oh, I do have something to say here. The reason why I wanted to slow down the part here is because this is actually a path we actually skipped in the original mission. In the original mission, we actually took a shortcut where we basically skipped a part of the level. So I'm just going to show the part of the level right now, just for kicks. Although for some weird reason, the enemies for some particular reason are gone. I have no idea why they're gone. You would think that it would make it harder to beat this mission when the enemies were here, but apparently the creators just decided to get rid of the enemies. Again, no idea why. They just did. I'm bored of this level already. Let's beat it up again. Oh man, what can I say, guys? It's the mission we've done before. There's really nothing else I need to say. And plus, Dusting Dune is not that memorable anyway, like in the first place. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, with us speeding up the majority of the level, we got a regular star. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're actually going to go ahead and end the episode, or I'm going to end my commentary here, because we actually have some new chapters to read in the library. So, I will be commentating over the story and just reading the chapters. But in terms of my actual commentary, that's going to be it for me, guys. So in the next episode, we are going to cover a lot more stars, and I believe we're probably going to get the last remaining stars we can get before doing the second Bowser fight of the game. So if you enjoyed this video, guys, please check out my other content. Make sure to follow me on my social media stuff that are available, which is Twitter and Miiverse. And until next time, guys, I'm Apricot64. I thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next episode. Let's go read a story.
Let us begin.
Chapter 4. The Dream. One night, the girl dreamed about her own mother. "Where are you going?" she asked her mother's retreating back. Without turning, her mother replied, "Don't fret, dearest. I'm not going anywhere. I'm always watching over you, like the sun in the day, and the moon in the night." A wave of sadness washed over the girl. "What about when it rains, and I can't see the sun or the moon?" Her mother thought for a moment before responding. "I will turn into a star in the clouds and wait for your tears to dry." When she awoke, the girl's face was damp with tears. "You have star bits in your eyes," said the Luma to the girl. Wiping her face, the girl replied, "These are tears, not star bits. I'm crying because I'll never see my mother again." At this, the Luma began to cry too. "Mama. Oh, Mama. Oh." The pair traveled through the starry skies, and though they encountered many other comets, not one of them held Luma's mother. Luma was despondent. Now, Luma. The rain clouds won't go away if you keep crying," the girl said, giving Luma a squeeze. "I'll give you a present if you stop." The girl closed her eyes and said gently, "I'll take care of you." With these words, she felt a small spark in her heart. Chapter 5. Home. "The kitchen will go here, and the library will go over there," the girl said busily to herself. "We'll put the gate here." Ever since the girl took Luma under her care, she'd been bustling about at a feverish pace. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it to make a happy home. It turned out that star bits weren't the only thing buried in the ice. There were tools and furniture unlike anything they had ever seen, and the girl used them to build a house. Looking at the completed house, Luma remarked, "Don't you think it's awfully big for just the two of us?" With a library, bedroom, kitchen, fountain, and gate, it was certainly spacious, But still, something seemed to be missing. If only my father, brother, and mother were here, the girl said wistfully. Indeed, the house was too large for its two small residents. That night, clutching her favorite stuffed bunny close to her heart, the girl fell asleep in the starship. Chapter 6. Friends. Then one day, while the girl sat sipping tea, a tiny apricot-colored planet appeared on the horizon. From the planet, another Luma of the same color emerged. "Do you two know each other?" the girl asked the two Lumas gleefully. Despite the girl's excitement, they seemed uneasy. The two Lumas neither drew closer nor backed away from each other. Instead, they just stared. Then one Luma broke the silence. "My mama!" At once, the apricot Luma parroted back. "My mama! My mama! My mama! My mama!" The two Lumas began to dance around the girl frantically, and neither showed any sign of stopping. The girl was so charmed by this adorable scene that she couldn't help but laugh, and that's when something very strange happened. Suddenly, more Lumas began to pop out of the apricot planet. They were different colors, but they all shouted the same thing. "My mama! My mama!" The sight of all the shouting Lumas only made the girl laugh harder. What am I going to do with all these children? The Luma just stared blankly as she doubled over laughing. "I guess we'll have to name each and every one of you." Tomorrow, once she had finished naming them all, she would begin moving all the Lumas into the new house. Chapter 7. The Telescope. After seeing their 100th comet, a sudden thought popped into the girl's head. I wonder if my home planet is still as blue as it was. That's when she remembered her father's telescope. Peeking into the telescope, a tiny blue dot floated into sight. It was smaller than a starbit. How strange. It's so far away, but it feels so close. She twisted the knob of the telescope, and the blue dot grew until she could make out a grassy hill dotted with flowers. It seemed very familiar to her. Zooming even closer, a terrace on the hill came into view. I used to go stargazing there when I lived on my home planet. She remembered rubbing the sleep out of her eyes as she followed her father up that hill to look at the stars. She remembered how she and her brother would sled down that hill. She remembered having picnics with her mother on that hill on bright and windy days. And I want to go home! I want to go home right now! The girl burst into tears, and the Lumas didn't know what to do. I want to go home! I want to go back to my house by the hill! I want to see my mother! The girl was shouting now, with her face wet with tears. But I know she's not there! I know all along that she wasn't out there in the sky, because... She's sleeping under the tree on the hill! The girl's cries echoed through the stars as a hush fell over the area.